After over a year of Battle Royale domination from Fortnite, Activision are stepping up to bat. Blackout's launch day numbers hit 250,000 over on Twitch, and naturally, being this is Call of Duty, playing around is one of the most intense gaming experiences you can have. It takes a lot of skill, timing, and luck to nab the top spot, so with that in mind, I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com, and this is Call of Duty Blackout, 10 essential tips and tricks the game doesn't tell you. Number 10, use Iron Lung to hide underwater. Iron Lung is primarily used as a way to handle sniper rifles and other zoomables with ease, but it also means your lung capacity underwater is given a hefty boost. Perfect for evading fire and swimming around to then get the drop on your attacker, using Iron Lung means you can wait out huge chunks of the round while submerged, taking out anyone entering the water above or firing through the surface to catch another player on the waterline. Simply because we don't think of bodies of water as regular cover, they'll never see you coming. Number 9, drop weapons and attachments to create traps. You should always be wary of gun and item collections because you can make them yourself. To do so, hop into the inventory and hover over any weapon or attachment to get the drop option. Whilst you don't want to discard anything useful, as the round thunders on, one of the most effective tactics is dropping a couple of firearms and attachments in one place to entice other players. Pick somewhere that looks as though the game could have spawned the items there anyway, then find a hiding spot and get ready to ambush. Number 8, specific weapons do drop in specific places. Though all the loot and drops in Blackout are supposed to be completely random, Treyarch have employed some basic rule sets when governing what's available where. For sniper rifles, you'll tend to find them at the top of towers, be they in construction site, the cargo docks area, or even atop farmyard silos. Likewise, medpacks appear to spawn more frequently in medicinally themed areas like clinics and bathrooms, or the offices inside the hydro dam, asylum, or turbine facilities. There's not a whole lot that can be done once the storm starts encroaching, but for that all-important drop, have a weapon type or pickup in mind, choose carefully, and you just might get it. Number 7, Ruin's Grappling Hook is a pickup for anyone. A character-specific ability for standard multiplayer, Ruin's Grappling Hook was seen in the Blackout debut trailer and can be found as a drop. Supremely useful for closing the distance on attackers or fleeing to safety, the hook can get you onto a rooftop in seconds, not to mention letting you chain shots together, hopping between multiple surfaces to get the drop on unsuspecting opponents. Its placement is completely random, but know that you can track it down, turning the tide on a given round as once it's been found, each subsequent player will keep looting it from whoever they kill. Number 6, zombies can kill for you and give unique loot. Speaking of fun ways to kill or win the round, the Blackout map is peppered with locations from Call of Duty's zombified history. Not only are they packed full of undead brain eaters that will devour other players, but defeating a location's horde will spawn a mystery box that contains a bonus zombies weapon. The locations are as follows. Asylum, it's on the 2nd floor. Graveyard, in the middle of the graveyard itself. The Shadows of Evil boxing gym, well, the gym is on the east of the fracking tower and the box is in the center of the ring. There's also Transit, which is a Black Ops favorite thanks to being next to the Array radar towers. You just need to head inside the diner, bust some heads, and then climb the ladder to find the box. Lastly, it's the Call of the Dead Lighthouse, found to the southwest of the map, and you'll find the box on the stairs. Number 5, elevation and the importance of location. Location is everything in a Battle Royale. Backing yourself into a corner to become one with the shadows, crouching inside foliage, or going prone under a truck, any and everything will save your life. One particular thing I've found to be great fun, and yes, a little cheap, is climbing the various piles of crates and boxes you'll come across inside garages and storerooms. It's nigh on guaranteed that in the split second a player comes through a window or door, they don't look the 45 degrees upwards that it would take to spot you. Upon seeing them from this elevated position though, you've already won. Number 4, go prone to dodge bullets and retaliate. Sometimes when you feel that first bullet hit or find yourself face to face with another player, just hit the ground. Holding circle/B is how you do it, but depending on the distance to your attacker, the animation can routinely catch people off guard, letting you return fire from below in the confusion. Number 3, Radial audio is your best friend. Call of Duty has always had a loving relationship with a good pair of headphones, but I cannot stress enough how important they are to winning Blackout or any Battle Royale for that matter. In Treyarch's new mode though, they've really gone all out with sound design. Footsteps can be heard from far away depending on where you're hiding out, and that's without mentioning perks like awareness or dead silence, letting you respectively hear footsteps far louder or mask them altogether. Basically, like the finest Fortnite and PUBG players, you need to fully immerse yourself in the survivalist notion of making it through a real-world Battle Royale. That means maximizing your surroundings and listening out for everything. Number 2, use Splitscreen to set up an ambush. They kept this quiet before release, right? Yes, it turns out that Blackout supports local Splitscreen, and besides being the first time any Battle Royale game has supported the feature, means that you can talk tactics better than any online communication allows. By literally monitoring each other's screens, you can canvas more of the map at once. Placing one of your guys in a specific spot while the other provides cover means you'll always get the drop on another player, and that's before you shake up a standard combat encounter by having someone watching your back. Best of all, in duos you don't go down for the count count when shot, instead entering a wounded state that your partner can revive from. With all of these tactics combined, a coordinated split-screen offensive is arguably the most formidable way to play the game. Speaking of which, number 1, don't play it like Call of Duty. The most important information that I can pass on for Blackout is to all but forget that it's a Call of Duty game. The sense of flow that you get when in an intense firefight, it'll last seconds at the most, leaving you to focus on camouflage, vehicles, loot, and movement. Point being, chasing after that signature Call of Duty feeling or trying to play this by actively looking for other players will get you killed. There's a big stealth element to any Battle Royale, and that's the polar opposite of Call of Duty, especially its multiplayer. Know that Call of Duty's identifiable responsiveness is waiting for you when things kick off, but for 90% of the time, Blackout is a super polished first-person Battle Royale more than anything else. And that's my list. Let me know down in the comments below if there are any other tips and tricks that you've picked up for Call of Duty Blackout. I've been Scott from WhatCulture.com, and I'll catch you soon.